here and really tapping into your abundance, okay? Because there's a lot of y'all who keep on asking for abundance, but y'all really ain't speaking the words of abundance. You're not living abundance, right? And I want y'all to really step into that energy, okay? Today, we're gonna talk about that in this live stream. Again, go ahead and click the like, subscribe button, and let's get into it, okay? So, one of the things that I experienced early on in, my tapping into my abilities and kind of tapping into that as like a career is, came into that with the mindset that I had in my 9 to 5, okay? And I know a lot of y'all can relate. And the mindset was that, the motivating factor for me to make a living, to earn money, to really live in abundance was from the same, it was thinking, having the same mindset that I had from my 9 to 5. So, what do I mean by that? So, a lot of us, when we work in a 9 to 5, people have this misconception that their motivating factor is money, and it's actually not. Money is not your motivating factor when it comes to working a 9 to 5 job. I'm gonna what it is right now, okay? So a lot of y'all, the motivating factor isn't necessarily money. It's the fear of not having money, okay? Again, it's the fear of not having money. For example, when you go to work, you're not scared like you're not scared that, oh, I'm not going to get paid. It's the fear that, oh, I'm not going to get paid, and if I don't get paid, I can't make my rent. If I can't make my rent, I'm homeless, right? This is a fear or lack mentality. And a lot of us, a lot of y'all who are watching this now, y'all have been really used to this, and you have been, operating that fear mentality when it comes to making money for years or sometimes even decades, okay? So a lot of y'all are coming from that mindset, and because from that mindset, you bring that into the work that you do now, the career that you know love, the career that you're choosing to really step into because you know it's part of your purpose. But the thing is, you want to shift it. A lot of y'all have been called by the universe or called by God to shift that mindset, so that you can really truly experience true abundance, okay? But a lot of y'all still are operating from that. A lot of people say lack, but it's really fear. It's fear that, oh, if I don't get paid, I'm gonna end up being homeless, or the worst thing is gonna happen if I don't get paid or if I don't make this money. And so that is one that a lot of y'all have to become aware of. It's that motivation. What's your true motivation in creating abundance, in creating and living in abundance? You want to shift your motivation from being motivated by fear, by lack, and you want to shift it into being motivated by abundance, being motivated by love, being motivated by limitlessness. Okay. So a lot of y'all need to start shifting that motivation, especially for my spiritual people listening, okay? My people listening. Y'all need to start shifting your motivation, shifting how you motivate yourself, okay? You can't necessarily motivate yourself from the of like, I need to make this money because if I'm not making this money, I'm a failure. Like, that's one of those mindsets that we've used to really get us far in the 9 to 5 world or in the corporate world. But when it comes to, living in alignment with the universe, living in alignment with God, really stepping into our within us, we really have to start to shift that mindset and shift into mindset of love. God will provide for me because God loves me. God will provide for me because or I am raising money because God is truly here for me and wants me to live in alignment with my true purpose. That's the mindset that a lot of y'all have to shift into. Bringing that lack, that fear, really is fear. I don't want to say lack. It's really fear mentality of like, oh, if I make this money, I'm a failure. If I don't make this money, I'm gonna lose everything. It's not gonna really help you in the long run, okay? Some of y'all have seen some success coming from this mindset, but a lot of y'all, like in the long run, it's not gonna work out, and that's what God is trying to show you, especially for those of y'all who haven't really made the money that you wanted to make when it comes to being in alignment with your true purpose. I really want y'all to start to realize that you really need to shift that mindset into abundance, okay? Because again, I've said this so many times, I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna keep on saying it's going to be a time for all of us, whether it's individual or collective or both, right? Where we are going to have to just trust the universe, and trust that everything is going to be okay, and that everything is going to be in alignment with with what we're going through. Like, we just have to start trusting the universe. And so for a lot of us who are leaving the 9 to 5, a lot of y'all who are watching who have left the 9 to 5 recently, I really want to empower y'all to really step into that abundance mindset and really step into trusting the universe, trusting that everything that you're doing is in alignment, trusting that every decision you make is in alignment, that's going to get you closer to your goal. Trust, even if things don't work out the way you planned, they're going to work out even better for you in the long run, okay? You have to trust. You have to put in that trust. You have to put in that work. Because if you don't put in that trust or that work, then it's like, what are we doing, right? We're so used to trusting the system. We're so used to trusting the 5. We're so used to trusting even governments or just, again, existing systems to provide for us. And we need to start shifting into for the universe to provide for us instead of relying on those past systems to provide for us. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, because at the end of the day, a lot of y'all keep on going back to this default of oh, well, if this doesn't work out after 6 months, I guess I'll go back to the 9 to 5. That's part of that mentality. That's part of that fear mentality. That's part of that lack mentality. And you have to trust. And for a lot of y'all, you'll have that one person in your life that is telling you, you know what, it's okay. It's okay, keep going, right? Hopefully y'all have that. If y'all have that, let me know. Hit the like button if you have that person that you trust, or that you that God has brought you to really empower you to live in alignment. Okay. But a lot of y'all, you have that one person. You just have to trust the universe. That's the biggest thing. You have to trust the universe. You have to. Like, that's it, period. Like, there's no other way around this. And again, if you start trusting now, when the time comes, when something happens in your life or something is shaking and switching up your life, it's going to help in the long run, because it's going to allow you to be like, you know what, this shakeup has happened, but I'm still in my purpose. I'm still one with God, and I'm just going to trust that this is all happening for some bigger reason or for my highest good. Okay, you need to trust the universe. You just need to trust God, and the more trust you can build now, the easier it's gonna be in the long run. The easier it's gonna be throughout the rest of your life. If y'all watching, maybe you guys are in your 20s or in your 30s. Actually, who is in their 60s, and that's okay, right? But we really want to start trusting. You need to start trusting God, trusting the God within you. Okay, now one of the things that I've seen a lot of people tell themselves is like, oh, like I'm broke. Okay, if you keep on saying that, your brain is going to register that. You can't tell yourself, oh, I'm broke, or I don't have the money. You want to start telling yourself, even if you don't physically see it in your reality, right? You want to start telling yourself, I have abundance. I have money coming to me. I have money here now in my bank. I have a surprise amount that just got deposited into my bank account. You want to start using words like that, okay? You really want to start tapping into that abundance, tapping into that truth. At the end of the day, that's the truth. Hello, us Maui. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I'm so sorry. But hello, say hi to everybody who says hi to me in the chat. So peace. Yeah, so it's really important to just really tap into that energy and stop using that language. Use language that's going to affirm that you have money now in this moment, okay? Using language, especially when you're talking to people, right? This is like the biggest thing that a lot of people miss when it comes to bringing in more abundance in life. Keep on using the words that's keeping them in that old energy state, okay? So for example, like last week, I had a friend, she told me, the field that I'm going into, it's too competitive. Like, stop saying that. Like, you need to stop saying, you need to start saying, no, it's not. Maybe it is competitive if you really want to choose to believe that. But you can also tell yourself, it's competitive, but I've niched down enough where I have a target audience, and I know that I can make a living, and I can make money from this field that I want to get into. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. But you need to start watching what you say, especially in conversation. That being said, I also want y'all to start watching what you watch your thoughts, okay? You need to start becoming aware of the thoughts that are telling you, oh, I don't have the money for that, or I can't afford this. Stop thinking that. Okay, you can. Okay, just the first step though is awareness. So you want to absolutely, if you think that, be like, wait, no, that's not true. I do have money for this. I can't afford this. That I can't afford this, because 9 times out of 10 you do have, like, you do have the money. So you need to start affirming that. Okay, like, so for example, I'll give y'all an example of this. So let's have $100 in your bank account, right? And somebody, and this is like, that's it, you just have $1 for the month. Somebody asks you like, hey, do you want to, like, go out to eat? And you're thinking like, oh, I can't afford this because I have to budget for the month. And I try to get out of that mindset of budgeting too. But my point is, technically you do have the money. You do have the money to go out, right? So you just need to tell yourself in that moment, you know what? Yeah, I do have the money to go out, and just let me think about it. I'll get back to you. You don't have to say yes, you don't have to say no, but you do want to affirm in your mind, yeah, we do technically, yeah, I have the money to go out. I do. It's in my bank account, okay? So I want you to really start to those things, especially when you're in conversation with other people, okay? Hello, Vicente, peace. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that a lot of y'all are telling yourself, because again, technically you do have the money, okay? So you have that mindset so your brain can register, so that you can start attracting more opportunities into your life to gain more money. You can start attracting more opportunities into your life to really empower yourself to have more money in your bank account, so you can go out, things that you love, so you can prioritize yourself and your happiness and your gratitude, okay? Really like dive into, okay? And the other thing is, I want to really tell y'all a little story about this like really beautiful tree. I'm gonna show y'all at the end of the video this tree. It's a really tiny tree, but it's really beautiful because it's literally at the top of this brick building. So there's nothing but brick on this building, maybe some moss and lichen, right? But it's crazy because at the top of this building, there's no plants or nothing else around, but there's this really beautiful tree growing out of nothing. I'm telling you, there's no dirt, there's no other plants up there, there's nothing but, and then maybe like, the moss and the lichen that's there, and it's still growing. And it's crazy because I think for a lot of us, this is the situation that we're in. We're just given brick to grow on, right? We're not really given soil, but it's still possible to grow even if we just have brick, even if we just have the bare minimum, right? We can still use our ability to transfigure our reality, our emotions, to really turn that brick into soil, turn that brick into the water that we need to thrive, to really grow. And from that, I can see right now that that tree, it has literally a trunk, and then like a little tiny, it's like really small tree, but it has this trunk growing and all these leaves, and I can see it's like full of like abundance, and so much abundance that it's actually growing a longer root to reach the ground. Now this, it's a good 12 feet between the tree and the, but my point is, eventually it's gonna tap to the ground, and once it taps into the ground, that's it, it's a wrap. It's gonna be able to grow so big and so tall and so abundant. And so for a lot of y'all, I wanted to give y'all the story of this, because you have to recognize that abundance is limitless and everywhere. It doesn't matter what environment you're growing up in. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. It is literally everywhere. And I want y'all to really tap into that energy. Start to see it everywhere. The songs that I wrote, I talk about how you have to count all of the leaves on the trees. So really, for some of y'all today, I really want y'all to go outside, count all the leaves on one tree. Okay, don't do all the trees because it's a lot of leaves, right? Count all the leaves too. There's a plant right here. I can count all the leaves, and just count how many they have. That's it. Like, really tap into abundance, okay? Really tap into abundance. Tap into the abundance of infinity, and just see things as infinite, okay? Start seeing everything as infinite. I know some of y'all who have done ayahuasca or even mushroom trips, you have seen the infinite. You know everything is infinite. You literally see the earth breathing, right? You literally see that there's not just one tree in front of you, not just one coconut tree, but there's many, okay? I want y'all to tap into that abundance, because that's what's going to help you attract more money into your life if that's what you are seeking right now, okay? Also, heightening your energy is really going to help you with this, okay? Heightening your energy and just trusting the process, okay? Trusting the process is a big one for a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all, you tell me, oh, LaJoie, like, I have, I've done the energy work, I'm consistent with it every single day. And I'm like, are you really tapping into that energy? But, I'm not seeing any results. And I'm like, just intend that you'll see results. Keep on intending, keep on believing, keep on trusting that the universe or God is going to show you those results, okay? And they will come. But you have to trust. This is a big part. You got to trust. And for some of y'all are going to be put through tests of trust. God or the universe is going to test you. Do you really trust me? Do you really trust? Is this really what you want to tap into? Are you really ready to trust and to tap this? And are you really ready to leave your 9 to 5, leave all thoughts of returning to a 9 to 5, okay? And that sometimes takes a little bit of subconscious reprogramming. But again, if you tap into your superconscious mind, if you tap into your abundant mind, that's going to help you out, okay? Hey, Raj from India, peace. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you this little tree, and then we gonna wrap up. So hopefully this will, let me just do this real quick. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see. Hopefully y'all can see the tree above me, right there. And we back. Sorry, that was my mistake. I tried to show y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but it's up there. Maybe I'll take a picture of it later and show. But my point is, you need to tap into abundance, and a big thing is you have to be aware and get tested. Okay, so that's like another big thing. Cardiology has really helped me with this, but there's always times where you're going to be tested on trust to see if you really trust the universe. Okay, so that's the other big thing. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that if y'all are looking to really tap into wealth and need more reflection, because this is a big thing too, I spent a lot of time reflecting on how my mindset was. I really, really recommend Tasha Chen. You can check her out on YouTube channel, but she's an expert in just tapping into wealth abundance and the wealth mindset. So definitely check out her work. I definitely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her program that she has. But my point is, you want on how you have been in the past and how your mindset has been about money in the past, and you want to be aware that you're going to be tested, okay? And you need to just trust the universe throughout that test, okay? Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all on Thursday or Wednesday. Okay, peace.